Good morning. Today I'm doing a poem by Andrea Gibson from this book, You Better Be Lightning. It's called Timepiece, which is relevant because it's quite a long piece. I hope you stay with it. It's a few minutes long, but it's beautiful, I think. It starts with a reference to one of my favourite Blake images. Timepiece. I've never known who Nick is. I just show up in the stranger of time. Sift every grain of sand from the Pacific coast into an hourglass that fits in my palm. I turn the hourglass upside down and Vancouver trades places with San Diego. When they ask how I covered the wildfires in snow, I say I had time on my hands. My grandfather was a clock who stopped before I met him. I've heard he was so kind you could look into his face and know you'd never been late for anything. My mother is still a little girl riding on his shoulders. Time flies and she reaches up to pluck feather pens from its wings so I can write this life down. I try, but it doesn't stay down. It keeps flying so fast. I count my wrinkles the way I used to count sheep. When the number gets high enough, I'm told I'll fall asleep forever. But I once watched a woman skip her gravestone across a lake like a smooth pebble. Death hops if you let go at the right time. The Buddha says the right time is always now. My father calls me on the phone, and before I can say hello, asks, "Do you know what Steve Jobs said the instant before he died?" He said, "Wow." Time is money, but the end of money is wow. My friend wakes up at noon, goes to bed at 8, wants less time because she wants less pain. I understand. I've been there too. I can spot a scar beneath a wristwatch from 100 yards away. And no, it is not weak. It is not the weak who try to clock out early. It's people who are desperate to go home. Einstein says time is relative. It says the higher you get above sea level, the faster time goes. I live in Colorado. My house is over a mile into the sky. All day I hear the wheels of time burning rubber on the clouds. My life in a getaway car, racing towards the border, which is an invisible line. I only call death when I forget how to speak eternity's language, forget that to run out of time is to run into the truth that none of us have ever been our bodies. If we were, how would we fit in each other's hearts? To make up for lost time, you do not need to know why time went missing, or what kidnapped it, or if its face was on the back of a milk carton every day for 15 years. To make up for lost time, you need only to pass down the grudge, only to put down the grudge you are holding so you can pick up the phone and say, how many days did we need each other at the same time without knowing it? Bitterness is the easiest way to leave this world, having had only a near-life experience. My partner and I have had hard days, hard months, but time stops when you're in love. So I am the same age as when we met 5 years ago. She makes time for me with her own hands, builds me a watch from the silver that hasn't yet grown in my hair. Beside her, I've learned that the only real way to waste time, to drag the seconds to the curb, to fill the landfill with minutes, is to let my body be a time capsule. I forget to put my heart in. Don't forget to put your heart in. Regret is a time machine to the past. Worry is a time machine to the future. Gratitude is a time machine to the present. No one books time. No one books my travel for me. I decide where I want to go. I decide if I will be a sculptor carving out time the way Michelangelo carved out the statue of David. After 2 other artists gave up on that same block of marble, citing its poor quality, its impossible brittleness. All time is quality time. Don't abandon your chisel, believing it's not. No matter how it looks, you and everyone you know have hourglass figures. Each breath a falling grain of sand. To truly live it is to see right through the skin to the avalanche. If we never deny the inevitable end of the story, we will write it more beautiful while we're alive.